A warm welcome you all from this lecture series Introduction to Optical Fibers. So from this presentation let us discuss ray optics theory as well as modes propagation of light signal. This disclaimer is applicable to all the listeners, those who are listening in online platform. After watching this video, students will be able to analyze various types of ray optics, meridional and skew rays, which is propagated in optical fiber. Now let us discuss optical modes and configurations. An optical fiber is a dielectric waveguide that operates optical frequencies which is like in between 1.76 into 10 to the power 15 Hz to 3.76 into 10 to the power 15 or 800 nanometer to 1700 nanometer. In this specific band, optical frequencies may be performed. The fiber waveguide is normally cylindrical structure. Let's take the assumption. It transfers electromagnetic energy in the form of light. Okay, that light signal propagated in which method? That's the topic behind optical modes and configuration. Based on the propagation of light along with the waveguide, set of guided electromagnetic waves called modes. Each guided mode has a pattern of electric and magnetic field distributions that is repeated along the fiber at equal intervals. Now let us look into types of fiber. Fiber broadly classified as two types: step index fiber SI, graded index fiber GI. Step index fiber maintained uniform refractive index throughout the entire length, that is called a step index. Graded index fiber, it has a different refractive index value at a different point. So again, both step index and graded index fiber classified major two types of fiber in specific. First one is single mode fiber, which is designed for only for particular mode. So it produces long distance communication. Then coming towards multi-mode fiber, within a fiber we can transmit several wavelengths of the signal. Also by using wavelength division multiplexing concept, we are using for this multi-mode fiber. Types of fiber what already seen in our previous flowchart. The refractive index N is uniform in our step index fiber throughout the length. Abroad change in core cladding boundary, the dispersion loss will be high. Graded index fiber, the core refractive index varying as a function of radial distance from the center of the fiber. Modes of fiber. Now look into single mode fiber. It consists only one mode of propagation. These are designed for single specific wavelength, hence losses are minimized. For single mode fiber concern, we can use laser light source because laser can produce monochromatic light. Also, it produces particular wavelength alone. Then coming towards multi-mode fiber, it contains several hundred modes. These modes are designed for different wavelength. Due to this different wavelength, it produces dispersion. Example of multi-mode fiber sources are LED. Light emitting diode can produce different wavelengths at a time. Then comparison of single mode and multi-mode step index and graded index fiber structure. So this we already seen, already discussed. Cylindrical fiber to cable is related to cylindrical optical fiber. So because of that, here we have been chosen a cylindrical structure. Inside the cylindrical structure, consider as the fiber core. Outermost die is called as clad. Core radius, fiber cross section for and ray paths for single mode step index fiber concern. Core radius is small, which is represented the numerical value in between 8 to 12 micrometer, that is designed value of core. Then cladding part consists 125 micrometer. N1 represents core, N2 represents clad, that is refractive index profile. Then coming towards multi-mode step index fiber, while compared to single mode step index fiber, core radius is high. So in terms of numerical value, you can just compare there 8 to 12 micrometer for single mode step index fiber. Then multi-mode step index fiber concern 50 to 200 micrometer core region. Then clad region value is 120, in between 125 to 400 micrometer. So single mode step index fiber means it is allowed to transmit only one wavelength, particular wavelength. So that is why we represent single line arrow mark. Then coming towards multi-mode step index fiber, through that fiber optic cable we are capable to transmit different wavelength of the light signal. Then coming towards multi-mode graded index fiber, the core radius is in between 50 to 100 micrometer, cladding radius is 125 to 145 micrometer. The refractive index profile, here we use cylindrical structure. Then difference between single mode fiber and multi-mode fiber. So single mode fiber core radius is small, multi-mode fiber core radius is high, as we have been seen in our previous diagram itself. It supports single mode of data transmission. It allows several hundred modes of data transmission. Then single mode fiber supports high bandwidth. Multi-mode fiber supports less bandwidth. It is used for long distance communication. Our single mode concern. Now multi-mode concern used for short distance communication. Laser signals are example of single mode fiber. LEDs are example for multi-mode fiber. Rays and modes. The electromagnetic light field that is guided along the optical fiber, which is represented as bounded mode or trapped mode. Each of the guided modes consists set of simple electromagnetic field configuration. The monochromatic light field, example laser, the radio frequency, a mode traveling in positive z direction. Meridional ray, which is represented over here, acceptance angle. So some specific angle incident upon the light signal in which some specific angle while incident upon the fiber core and accept for the transmission, that is called as acceptance angle. So the fiber optical cable mainly performing based on the total internal reflection, where incident wave is greater than the critical angle. Incident angle is greater than the critical angle, that is called as total internal reflection. So in some specific acceptance angle, the light signals are incident upon the fiber core and transmit for further process. Beyond that acceptance angle, those signals are getting refracted, these signals like this. Then coming towards acceptance angle, certain specific angle, it may be accept and transmit inside the fiber core. Whenever the light signal facing boundary between core and clad, that incident angle is greater than the critical angle, then the total internal reflection taking place, and hence take to getting reflected and travel in certain angle. Before meeting core clad boundary layer, the light signal traveling the same specific path. Once the light signal facing core cladding path means one again that total internal reflections process taken and then getting reflected back and travel with certain angle. So the point 1, 2, 3 represents total internal reflections. N1 represents core, N2 represents cladding. Refracted means out of the light signal penetrated out of the core region, that is called as loss, entire loss. So just to see the second diagram, cross sectional view of meridional ray traveling in fiber. Point number 132 represents total internal reflections point. This light ray paths based on the axis, ray axis. If you take light signal means that is axis symmetry, above the core axis and below the core axis light signal propagate in same manner, that is called as axis symmetry. So those things alone we represent the theoretical points. Meridional rays are confined to the meridional planes of the fiber, which planes that contains the axis symmetry of the fiber. It is a simple plane path, so also easily track the signal of the fiber. Types of meridional rays: bounded rays and unbounded rays. Skew rays. Skew rays are not confined to single plane. Instead of that, it follow helical path. These rays are more difficult to track as they travel along the fiber. So you see here, in some specific the fiber structure N1 is core, N2 is clad as it is the same. So the some at some specific angle, the specific acceptance angle, light signal incident upon the fiber core and transmit. Whenever the light signal facing core clad boundary, it hits take total internal reflection concept. Then whenever the light signal facing core axis, in that specific point also again the total internal reflections happen. So in our meridional ray concern, whenever the light signal facing core clad boundary, that point alone the total internal reflection process happen. Now skew rays concern, whenever the light signal facing core clad boundary and then axis ray, in those specific point also the total internal reflections happen. So because of that, multiple reflected angle consists multiple reflected angle. Then see here that arrow mark indicates direction of light signal traveling. Whenever the light signal faces core clad boundary at point 3, again once again the total internal reflections happen. So likewise, If you refer the cross-sectional view of skew rays, means point number 1, 2, 3 and 4 represents total internal reflections point. So this skew rays concern travel as helical path. Because of that, it's difficult to track the things. Difference between meridional ray and skew rays: it confines single plane at a fiber core. Skew ray concern it not confined single plane. Meridional concern always passes through fiber axis after each total internal reflection. Skew rays does not passes through the fiber axis after each total internal reflection. Meridional optical ray tracking is easy because its axis symmetry happened now above the fiber axis and below the fiber axis. Skew rays, because of multiple total internal reflection, it follow the helical path. We couldn't track easily. It is Meridional ray consent is traveling zigzag path in fiber core. Skew ray consent is traveling as a helical path in fiber core. Meridional ray consent can be explained by ray theory, parameters like numerical aperture, acceptance angle, critical angle. Then skew ray consent can be measured by mode theory. It can represent as transverse electric mode and transverse magnetic mode. References: Optical Fiber Communications by Gerard Kaiser, published by Tata McGraw-Hill Education, page number in between 43 to 44. So let us discuss, recall some points. So types of fiber we have been seen. Single mode fiber and multi-mode fiber. The schematic where we have been seen, single mode fiber is allowed for transmit only particular wavelength. Multi-mode fiber is been allowed for different wavelength at a time by using wavelength division multiplexing technique. So the single mode fiber example is light source example is laser. Multi-mode fiber light source example is LED. Then step index fiber means it maintains uniform refractive index. Gradient index fiber means ununiform refractive index exists there. Then coming towards meridional rays and skew rays propagation. Meridional rays has only one particular total reflections, especially whenever the light signal facing core clad boundary. So because of that, it follows zigzag path. Then coming towards skew rays concern, whenever the light signal facing core clad boundary, in addition with the light signal facing fiber core axis, the total internal reflections process happen. Because of that multiple total internal reflections, the light signal traveling different angle. Then followed by it follows helical path. So coming towards the tracking concern, meridional rays you can easily track. Coming towards skew rays, it is difficult to track the things. Then we have been seen some list of difference in between single mode fibers and multi mode fibers. Also the meridional ray and axial ray. Thank you.